Hey everybody, it is Tuesday and it's 2 o'clock. So that means it is time for Top 5 Tuesday. Welcome to the show. I'm Kate Dillon. I am your host from CrateInsider.com. And if you are joining us live, or if you're new here, we love to do a live giveaway every single week. And we just I've actually got this little stash box over here in my office with some different goodies in it. So this week we are giving away, we have a t-shirt from Hendren Racing Engines. Now I actually have these in all sizes because this is something I do carry on the website as well. I work really closely with Hendren Racing Engines. They're really great to work with. And the reason I really wanted to give them a shout out today is because they have just put out in this last week, they have put out their 604 recommendations and their 602 recommendations for 2019. Now I will be shooting some video on that and we will be getting that out and, like really getting that out to the world. Pretty much almost every product on their list I sell on CrateInsider.com. So that's pretty cool. So let me say hi to some folks here. So hi, Daryl, and hi, Marshall and Mike. Thank you guys for joining us here on the show. So that is our giveaway. We're giving away this Hendren shirt, and we have any size from small all the way up to 4X. So you'd be able to pick your size, and then whoever wins, and I'll get that sent out to you. And we'll revisit that later on in the show for people who join later on. All right, so next up, let's talk about a couple of the new products that we've added to the website because we've been busy adding new products. So one of these products is from our friends over at AR Bodies, and I don't have whole body packages in my office, so I'm just going to show you on my phone. So we've started adding, I know we have a lot of customers who race asphalt. So, and this is just all of the AR Bodies stuff. And we have some new nose colors. AR Bodies now is offering 13 colors in their Airspeed Dirt Late Model nose. So that's pretty exciting. So we've got all 13 of those colors, their valences as well. But really the body packages are the new thing. And I know this thing has a hard time focusing, so I apologize for that, you guys. But yeah, there's another one right there. So there's the Dodge Challenger Asphalt Street Stock Sportsman Pot package. Lots of things from AR Bodies. We're really excited to carry those in our store. And so yeah, you can check those out if that applies to you. I know we've got racers who race all kinds of stuff. Another thing that we've added to this store, because I know that this is the time of year when you're putting your car together, or maybe you're redoing some parts of it. And if plumbing is part of that, then you're going to need fittings. And I know fittings can be confusing and scary. And so for a long time, we love Fregola. We love their fittings. They do an amazing job. And we've carried their Dash 8 fittings for a long time. But knowing that there's a need for some other things, we've just added some Dash 10 fittings to our store. So let me turn these around. You can see I've now got a 90-degree angle, a 45-degree angle, as well as a straight one. And these are all set up so that they can go right into the tubing right there, or yeah, the hose is what I'm the words that escape me, so that you can go ahead and pressure fit them to hose, and they work really, really well. So that is a Dash 10 fittings from Fregola. Oh, and I think we're going to drop a link in there so you can see all of the things that we offer from Fregola, but they're fantastic for plumbing. And any of those fittings that you see on the website, we carry those in stock, so we can generally ship them out the same day or the next day, depending on what time you order. Now I want to talk about a couple of featured items. What's really exciting is coming up this weekend is, if you're familiar with the Race Logic Chassis School, now, my friend Brian Littleton over there, he goes all over the country. They were just in Vegas. They're going to be in Atlanta this weekend, and it is for a metric street stock cars. It's a seminar to teach about chassis setup and that type of thing. Well, last year, Brian called me, and he wanted to add safety to his classes. So I started going. I was at his Nashville class last year talking about fire suppression, mostly because people had seen my videos. So I showed up and talked about fire suppression, and I'm going back down to Atlanta this weekend. Now, I talked to Brian last night, and I understand there are just a few seats available. So if that's of interest to you, is in that street stock market, if you're anywhere near Atlanta, I just made my hotel reservation this morning, and it was they still had rooms available. So there's a couple seats. There's just a few seats left, but go ahead and you can head over to Race Logic Chassis School's website and go ahead and sign up, or you can call Brian. I think his number is right there on the website, and get you all set up, because I'll definitely be there this weekend. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to reconnect with some of my friends that I met last year and to learn a couple of things. So that's pretty exciting. I also have a huge announcement. So in case you missed it yesterday, oh my gosh, this is something I have thought of for quite a long time, literally have been working on it for months, but I know that people like to come to me and ask me about marketing. They ask me about sponsorship. And I also have my friend Holly Henry, and they ask her the same questions. So we decided to partner together, and we have created an entire program to teach racers about how to do marketing, and more importantly, how to do sponsorship, how to get sponsors in the first place. And what's so cool is that we have manufacturers who are watching what we're doing, and they're like, thank goodness. I mean, Frank Simonetti from Swift Springs yesterday had a huge thing on, this is before we even really released the public program publicly yesterday, and he was giving us a shout out on Facebook, talking about like, hey, if you're going to do a sponsorship proposal, go learn from Kate and Holly, because like, we get it, and not only do we get it, but we can also convey that to others. We've had a couple of people have some good success. I know it's only been out, like, released for a day, but we've had little pieces of it that we've kind of test marketed a little bit there too. Oops. Yeah. Guess I forgot to silence my phone, but anyway, I'll call that person back, obviously. But I would love for you to check it out. So that program runs $197. It's not just me and Holly. We also reached out to other friends. So, again, Frank Simonetti from Swift Springs, Jimmy Schultz from Dirt Rap has some great insights. Chris Ferguson, I caught some part of an interview where we did together, and he gives his insight as well. Royce Henry, Holly's husband. And then we also worked with Ben Shelton, I always call Ben my hero, because I'm always amazed at all the things that he accomplishes. And then also my really good friend Wesley Outland. And everybody just brings their own, they bring their A game, and to be able to teach this stuff. Oh, and there's even, I did this on purpose, but we even have this 24-page workbook that goes with it to actually walk people through step by step by step to make sure that you can tailor this to your racing programs. I mean, I'm just so excited about it, and I'm just so excited about the difference it's going to make for the people who sign up. So yeah, you can just follow that link, and it's $197. You get access for the whole year, but we are going to close registration at the end of January. So you'll want to sign up earlier rather than later, because after January 31st, you just won't be able to, and you'll just miss out. So I'm going to see if there's any questions or comments over here before we jump into the top 5 here. Let's see. How many RPMs max can the race fan withstand? I don't know. We haven't pushed that. And we deal with crate engines. So with crates, we only go up to 6,400 for a 602 or 6,800 for a 604. Hey, Danny and Lucas and Jim. I mean, so many familiar faces here, and it's just wonderful to see you all. Jared and Rusty and Chad. Oh my gosh, I know all you guys. I've got Wayne from Delaware, and Nathan, you're back. I haven't seen you for a while. Let's see. Will the race fan and the street stock fan shroud work together? That is such a great question. You're not the only one to ask it, so we're going to find out. But I'm pretty sure it will, but we're going to just double check and find that out. Let's see. Looking forward to ordering some new parts. Excellent. Well, with that, let's go ahead and jump in to Top 5 Tuesday and our top 5 products of the week. And in the number 5 spot, interestingly enough, because I was just talking about fire suppression, but I'm so glad to see that people are being smart with their racing programs. But in the number 5 spot this week is, sorry about that noise there, is our AMRC 1002 fire bottle system. And this is referred to as a 10-pound system, and it's automatic and manual. So automatic means that when these temperature sensors, and that's what's on the end of this here, for anybody who's new to this, there is a glass in here, a glass section right there. When this hits 170 degrees, that glass will automatically break and it'll set off the system. So that is a perfect situation for when like a fuel cell starts on fire, and it just protects, that way it'll protect. The other option with this system as well is it can be manual, which means you can pull the cord and it'll set off the system. So that's great. This is the system that's mandated by like Lucas Oil and World Racing Group. And so we're very proud to sell it. So this is the AMRC 1002. It runs $794.32, and then it has hazard shipping on it too, but we try to keep that price as low as possible. But there we go. That's in the number 5 spot. In the number 4 spot this week, we have, oh, and I forgot to bring up the picture here. Let me look really quick for the picture, is we have our BA 604 dirt late model headers. So if you missed the video, we've now learned how to pronounce, it looks like Bea, but it is pronounced BA. So that was really news to a lot of people, but there we go. So here's a picture of the BA 604 dirt late model headers as we show them on the website. The nice thing is this package here comes with the extensions, the mufflers. It is everything you need for the whole system, and that runs $640. I forgot to mention the videos that we posted in the last week. So let's see. We talked with Rusty Schlenk. He won. He had some great success at the Gateway Nationals, and he's also now building race cars. It was a really fun discussion. And then what else? I guess I got busy working on the Winning Motorsports Marketing Program, so I didn't get any other videos out. So I apologize for that. But you can check out my live video from yesterday where I'm talking about that program. Sorry, that is pretty much the only track that my mind is on right now. Just so exciting. All right, in the number 3 spot is favorite product of mine is my fast firewire. So if you're looking for new spark plug wires, and you'll see if you check out those engine recommendations from Hendren, you'll see, and regardless of whether you read the 602 recommendations or the 604 recommendations, they recommend that you change your spark plug wires every single race season. And one of the wires that they recommend is the fast firewire. I love these wires. My customers have had great success with them, and they're impressive because they can withstand heat up to a high temperature, but they also cut down on electronic noise, and they also have a really low resistance. And in fact, I had one of my customers this week, he's an engineer, so he was like, hey, I compared these other wires and to my wires, and because of the lengths that they're cut and the resistance, he's like, these are the lowest resistance wires. He's like, I'm definitely, replacing them on my car because they're going to have better performance. So this fast firewire, I just got a new shipment, and they run $159.99 for a set. That set, by the way, includes all 8 wires plus the coil wire. So now if you're running an HEI distributor, you just don't need the coil wire. Maybe you can give one to a friend or something. But if you've got an MSD distributor or any kind of a billet distributor or fast distributor, you'll have the coil wire in this package as well. So that's another good value there. All right, so that brings us to the number 2 spot, right? Yeah, we're at number 2, and that is our match sets of 602 valve springs. Man, these are a top seller all throughout 2018. It looks like they're trying to take that top spot again for 2019. We're excited to carry them. And these are, to answer this question, these are genuine GM valve springs. Like, we literally get them straight from our GM dealer, and then we go through like hundreds, or last year we went through thousands of these to go through and rate them. We get rid of the ones that don't make the cut, and then we repackage them. So you've got intake valves, or springs, intake springs and exhaust springs, and they're marked on the bags, so you'll get those in there. So the match sets of 602 valve springs, they run $99.75. And then last, in the number 1 spot this week is our Daytona 1 XL1, Daytona 1 3060 gear oil. Very popular, works fantastic in your quick change rear ends. And even though it's a lighter weight, what that does and how it's designed to cut down on parasitic drag. So anytime we can cut down on drag, we're going to be able to release more horsepower, and then that makes us go faster. So that's what we want. So the Daytona 1 3060 gear oil, this runs $68.19 a gallon. We have it in quarts too, but the gallons are such a better value, and you'll use it. So we sell probably way more of the gallons than we do of the quarts. So that's our top 5 for January 15th, 2019. Let me bring up my random number generator because I did not do that yet. And you take a look at the comments here, and on the wrong page. There we go. Lots of comments today. And all right. And I've got Alex helping in the office today, so he will be able to help me with our winner. There we go. And great. So while he does that, I'd love to see if there's any comments or questions here. So let's see. Finally, Top 5 Tuesday. Hi from Tyler and David. And let's see here. We've got lots of links in here, obviously. And yeah, now would be a good time to change the valve springs. You're absolutely right. Now's a perfect time before the season starts, especially if your engine's been sitting and if you didn't like release them, they could kind of be locked in a little bit on the pressure there. So let's see here. We'll have an answer in just a moment for our winner. And and what you're winning, the person that's winning is winning a Hendren Racing Engines t-shirt right here. And our winner is Charles Harpole. So Charles, if you would, please send me a private message with your address and also what size shirt you would like, and then I will get that sent out to you. So in the meantime, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Thanks for being a part of Top 5 Tuesday, and I will look forward to seeing you next week at 2 o'clock for Top 5 Tuesday.